Whether it's deterioration or damage, there comes a time when you'll need to replace the siding on your home. This is a large home remodeling investment, and looking at exactly how much it costs can be a little daunting. In this video, we'll go into the 5 specific categories that affect the cost of your siding replacement project and why they carry the weight that they do. By the end of this video, you'll have a thorough understanding of exactly where your money's going when having your siding replaced. Hi, I'm Steve McNary, and welcome to the Home Solutions channel. Today we're going to talk about how much a siding replacement job can cost you. A siding replacement project can cost you anywhere from $12,000 to $60,000. Now that's a wide range for a siding cost estimate, so what all goes into that? Well, there are 5 categories that affect the cost of your siding, and they are square footage, condition of existing siding, type of siding, customizations, and recommended additions. Before we jump in, if you want more great content like this, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you can be informed and are ready for your next home renovation project. Now let's talk about number 1, square footage and design of your home. With most home remodeling projects, the size of the project is going to be your biggest contributor to how large the investment is going to be. Unfortunately, when it comes to siding replacement, many homes are not built like cardboard boxes with straight lines. A house built like a box requires very little cutting and trimming of the siding to fit the home. Instead, most homes have lots of surprising twists and turns called gables and rakes, which are edges that start or end at an angle. These corners and angled sides add additional square footage that require extra steps to be taken to replace the siding that add to your total costs. This can also add to the waste factor of the project. With gables and rakes, each piece of siding must be cut to the exact angle to fit the side of your home. Trimming all of those pieces of siding creates a higher waste with what is cut off. The same goes for the design of your home. If your siding goes up into a triangle shape, it's going to cost you more because more materials are needed to be trimmed down to fit, raising the cost and the waste factor, unfortunately. To sum all of that information up, the larger the square footage of your desired siding area and the more complex the design of your home, those are the greatest factors that will influence the cost of your project. Number 2, material of the siding. Just like with any purchase, you have options to choose from. There are quite a few options for siding available depending on the contractor you choose. But we're just going to highlight what we feel are the top 4 starting from least to most expensive. Masonite and oriented strand boarding. Now, masonite boards are made out of a mixture of wood fibers, wax, and other resins to create a synthetic material. It can resemble the look of wood, but it's not as durable and is easily susceptible to deterioration. Similar to masonite is oriented strand boarding. This type of siding is made from wood strands compressed under high heat and pressure into layers. It is similar to plywood, but about half the cost. Both of these types of siding can cost around $18,000 to $20,000 for 2,000 square feet of siding. This is for a standard area of square footage without gables or rakes. There's vinyl siding. Vinyl is a popular material for home improvement projects like windows and siding. It's reasonably inexpensive and works fairly well against weather and wear. It's also extremely customizable to fit your desired look. Vinyl siding can cost $20,000 to $23,000 for a couple thousand square feet of siding. This is for a standard area, again, of square footage without gables or rakes. There's wood siding. Wood siding is a timeless option that has proven longevity and durability. With anything wood, though, you're risking running into potential rotting and deterioration, but proper inspection and regular maintenance and care can help you avoid these problems with wood siding. The 2 most popular types of wood used for siding are pine and cedar. Wood siding comes in on the more expensive side of $23,000 to $25,000 for 2,000 square feet of siding. Again, for a standard area of square footage without gables or rakes. There's also fiber cement siding. Fiber cement is made from a mixture of wood fiber, sand, and cement. It's one of the most durable types of siding that will last you decades with little maintenance required. Now, fiber cement's also customizable to fit the look and aesthetic of your home and can also be engineered to fit your climate. A fiber cement siding is on the upper end of siding replacement, coming in around $35,000 to $40,000 for 2,000 square feet of siding. Again, considering that's a standard area of square footage without gables or rakes. So when choosing the type of material you want for your siding, it's important to factor in your goals for your project. If you're looking for the least expensive option and aren't concerned about the longevity of the material, then a lower end masonite siding might be best for you. If you want to invest in a product that is going to last on the exterior of your home with minimal maintenance, then the other end, fiber cement siding might be your best option. The square footage and design of your home and what material you want for your siding are going to be the top contributors to the overall cost of your project. Thirdly, the condition of the wall and your existing siding. The condition of those two things, or your substrate, or what is underneath the siding, will affect the cost of your project as well. If the siding or wall you want replaced is extremely deteriorated or damaged, it can cost you an extra $2,000 to $8,000 on top of the total cost of your project for labor and repair. On the flip side, if your siding is in great condition but only needs attention in one area replaced, that can lower your costs. Replacing a small area of siding as opposed to the entire sidewall will obviously be less expensive. All this is to say that the better condition your siding and substrate are in, the less expensive your replacement is going to cost. Fourthly, customizations. With any home remodeling project, you guys have heard me say this before, there's always room for customization depending on the contractor you choose. For siding, you can choose the board profile and the way the panel looks and is laid. There are three common types of board profiles. You got horizontal, you got vertical, and you've got shakes. Horizontal and vertical refers to the direction the board runs, and shake siding mimics the look of wood shingles. Within those three categories, there are different styles. For example, you can choose smooth or colonial rough or beaded or cedar mill or fish scale or staggered edge shingles. There's lots of options there. Any of those styles can end up costing you 10 to 15% more per square foot on your project. However, a shake shingle is the most expensive, probably 30 to 35% more. The increase is because the boards are roughly 3 feet versus a normal 12-foot board, which increases labor for installation. The more complicated and elaborate the board profile, the higher your investment's going to be. Finally, number 5, recommended additions. Additions to your project are not necessarily customizations, but they are optional and can be recommended for your project by your contractor. On top of the siding, you can also choose to have your soffit and fascia covered with the same siding. Soffit's the underneath area between the edge of the roof and the wall, and the fascia is the front-facing trim of your roof line. It's recommended to get your soffit and fascia included with your siding project to add extra protection to the siding against the climate and the water and the deterioration. It's ultimately going to last you a lot longer. You can also have your garage frame and the underside of your window boxes covered with siding for the same level of extra protection. It's important to note that using fiber cement siding really is the best option to cover these areas. If a different material like vinyl is used, it's going to hold moisture and dust inside rather than keeping it out. Painting and touching up any exterior areas like your garage door or patio ceiling is also recommended when having your siding replaced so you have a beautiful exterior of your entire home. It's best to get all of that exterior done and repaired or replaced at once so you don't have to worry about it short term. While none of these additions are required to have your siding replaced, it's recommended to add that extra protection into your siding and your home because it's a big investment. Are you ready now to have your siding replaced? Well, hopefully you have a better understanding of what all goes into the overall cost of a siding project. The top influencers that will affect the price are the square footage of the area, material of siding, condition of the existing siding, and extra customizations or add-ons. No matter what contractor or what type of siding you choose, it's important to keep your priorities and goals in mind. The best product is never going to be the least expensive. So consider what is important to you and for your home when choosing a contractor and the siding that you're going to put on your home. If you need help figuring out what siding material is best for you, check out the article linked down below comparing vinyl and fiber cement siding. Thank you for stopping by the Home Solutions channel, where we want to give you the look you love coming home to. If you want more home solutions, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. You can also leave a comment below if you have any other questions. We'd love to hear from you.